So it's going down. Alright, this will serve as your official spoiler warning. Legend of Korra Season 4, Episode 3, The Coronation. In this episode there are two different storylines, one focusing on Korra and one focusing on the coronation of King Wu. What I liked in this is you get to see Toph. The writers did such a good job capturing the character of Toph again. The way she moves, the way she talks, how she treats the Avatar. It's all very reminiscent of the original Avatar. And just like in the last episode where we saw Katara mentoring the Avatar again, we're seeing Toph mentor the Avatar again and teach the Avatar. So that's really cool, seeing the connecting threads between the original series and now Book 4 here. But during this time of training, Prince Wu is being prepared to be sworn in and coronated as King of the Earth Kingdom. Where I'm not a huge fan of the character of Prince Wu, very goofy, very silly. I think it does balance it out because Bolin had been in that role, but he's gotten a little more serious as of late. So it's kind of nice having another kind of extremely funny character in Prince Wu. But now we have the confrontation, Kuvira and Wu. You can see their tension in the lobby of the hotel where Kuvira basically kicks Wu out of his suite. And she's like, I always get what I want. And I'm left wondering what's gonna happen here. And then we get to the coronation when all the leaders of the world are there to usher in a new leader. The first leader in 3 years, really, that the Earth Kingdom has had officially. Wu is crowned king with the royal brooch. But then he gives the stage to Kuvira, and now everything comes to a head. She basically makes a proclamation saying, we are now an Earth Empire and I'm in charge, and basically pits herself against the entire free world. What was really interesting for me is her boldness in this moment, where I'm like, wow, all the world leaders are here. Are they going to let her get away with that? But then you see all the support she has in this audience, and it's like, yeah, she's actually brilliant, knowing that she is the one that the Earth Kingdom looks up to. No one can touch her at this point. I'm really curious to see what her role is going to be, what type of angle she's taking, if she has a sinister plan ultimately, or if it's going to be just one of power and then ultimately being corrupted by that power. And then we get the surprise twist of this episode. The poison is still in Korra's body, which kind of explains why she's been a step slower and just out of sync with her Avatar self. But on the same token, I'm a little disappointed because I was hoping it was something more. Something a little more emotional, a little more deep. I mean, it still could be, because you got those words from Toph saying, basically accusing Korra that Korra wants the poison in her body. Because it prevents her from being the Avatar. She doesn't have to deal with that responsibility. So that was interesting. I hope they delve more into that aspect, because I would really like this to be a lot more about Korra and having to confront her own kind of personal struggles. I guess I'll say it. We're on a 3-episode streak here of seeing Jinora, and that seeing Jinora, there's nothing more to be said there. So I'm still waiting. I'm hoping now that she's sent off to look for the Avatar that we'll get a little more about her and maybe see how she's developed as an airbender master now in the last 3 years. Really like the episode, the end scene with Varric and the branch of from a spirit tree. That's really interesting. I'm curious how that develops, because that seems like something that could really go south or really succeed. I don't know. Right now I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because they've hit the first 3 episodes here out of the park, in my opinion. Little nitpicks here and there, but all in all, really good episode, really strong start to season 4.